Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Before I begin, here are my disclaimers. Today I am going to give you an update about Zai Lab Limited, latest report. Zai Lab Limited is a biopharmaceutical company that focuses on discovering, developing, and commercializing products to address various medical conditions. Its portfolio of commercial products includes Zejula for ovarian cancer, VYVGART for myasthenia gravis and chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy, NUZYRA for bacterial infections, Optune for glioblastoma multiforme, Kinlock for gastrointestinal stromal tumors, Zacjuro for hospital-acquired pneumonia, and Ogtiro for non-small cell lung cancer. In addition to its own products, Zai Lab Limited has established partnerships with various companies to develop and commercialize their products. These partners include Tesaro Inc., Novocure Limited, Decipher Pharmaceuticals, LLC Paratech Bermuda Limited, Argenx BV Turning Point Therapeutics, Inc., Entasis Therapeutics Holdings, Inc., Karuna Therapeutics, Inc., and Pfizer, Inc. Through these collaborations, Zai Lab Limited has access to a range of products, including niraparib, tumor-treating fields, ripretinib, amidacicline, efgartigimod, repotrectinib, durlobactam with sulbactam, xanomeline and trospium chloride, and tisotumab vedotin. The company's diverse portfolio of products reflects its commitment to addressing a range of medical conditions, from cancer and infectious diseases to neurological disorders. With its strong partnerships and innovative approach, Zai Lab Limited is well-positioned to make a significant impact in the biopharmaceutical industry. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the text you provided. However, I can still provide a general essay on what might cause a stock price to drop significantly. The decline of a company's stock price is often a complex issue with multiple contributing factors. One possible reason for a significant drop in stock price is poor financial performance. This can include declining revenue, increased expenses, or decreased profitability. When investors lose confidence in a company's ability to generate returns, they tend to sell their shares, driving down the stock price. Another factor that can contribute to a decline in stock price is negative news and publicity. If a company faces regulatory issues, product recalls, or other controversies, it can damage its reputation and lead to a loss of investor confidence. Additionally, changes in market trends or shifts in consumer behavior can also impact a company's stock price. In the biotech industry, delays in clinical trials or failures to obtain regulatory approvals can be particularly damaging to a company's stock price. This is because investors often view these companies as high-risk, high-reward investments. If a biotech company fails to deliver on its promises, it can lead to a significant drop in stock price. Finally, external factors such as economic downturns or changes in government policies can also impact a company's stock price. These events can affect consumer spending habits and demand for certain products, leading to a decline in revenue and profitability. In summary, the decline of Zai Lab's stock price is likely due to a combination of these factors, including poor financial performance, negative news and publicity, delays in clinical trials, and external economic factors. Zai Lab Limited market capitalization of $16 billion is materially smaller than most of its industry peers of roughly $26 billion. Zai Lab Limited trades at a lower price-to-book ratio of 0.28 times relative within the industry. While the stock does not screen as absolutely cheap, mixed valuation signals relative to industry peers prevent a definitive conclusion. With the broader industry trading at lower valuation levels, this may reflect transitional pricing dynamics rather than clear mispricing, warranting further analysis of earnings quality, growth sustainability, and balance sheet strength. The balance sheet appears very conservative, with liabilities representing only 29% of total assets. While this indicates low financial risk, investors should examine the composition and quality of the company assets to determine whether they justify the current valuation. Liabilities have increased, while assets and equity have failed to keep pace or declined. This suggests the business is not growing and may be in decline, making it a highly unattractive investment from a risk perspective. Shareholder equity has declined over the past 5 years, but operating income remains positive. The equity weakness may stem from capital structure changes such as buybacks or dividends rather than operational deterioration. The share count has increased over the past 5 years, while revenue has continued to grow. This suggests the business may rely on shareholder dilution to fund expansion. Investors should closely monitor whether growth can eventually be sustained without dilution. The income statement shows that the company have been growing its revenue annually, but the operating income have not been increasing. This shows that the business is under pressure with rising cost. The company's financial health has undergone significant changes over the past year. A notable increase in debt levels is evident, with short-term debt rising by $72,819 and total debt increasing by $2,955 from 2024 to 2025. This substantial growth in debt has led to a corresponding rise in interest expenses, which have increased by $457. The significant jump in debt levels and interest expenses suggests that the company is shouldering a heavier financial burden. This trend may indicate potential risks for the company's future financial stability and profitability. The management's outlook for the company appears positive, driven by significant growth in product revenue. In Q4, the company saw a 17% year-over-year increase in product revenue, while full-year FY 2025 revenue rose 15%. This growth is attributed to higher sales of XACDURO and NUZYRA. Furthermore, management is actively pursuing clinical development of the Viridian anti-IGF-1R antibody after acquiring a sublicense from Zenas. The company's goal of achieving profitability is also on track, with guidance provided for its expected path to profitability. That concludes the financial summary for Zai Lab Limited. Feel free to comment below, and I will be happy to answer them when possible.